Tom and Jerry 1, 2, 3, released internationally in some markets as Tom and Jerry, the movie 4, is an upcoming American live-action/animated comedy film based on the characters of the same name created by William Hanna and Joseph Barbera. The film is directed by Tim Story and written by Kevin Costello. 5. It stars the famous cat and mouse duo of the film, Tom and Jerry, both of whom will be voiced by Hanna, the pair's longtime voice actor, as well as 3 other voice actors of theirs, Mel Blanc, Foray, and Frank Welker, via archival recordings. Welker returns and reprises as a vocal effects artist for Tom Cat and Jerry Mouse, from the 1990s TV series Tom and Jerry Kids Show and the 2002 film Tom and Jerry, The Magic Ring. It will also star Chloë Grace Moretz, Michael Peña, Rob Delaney, Colin Jost, and Ken Jeong. Originally intended as a live-action/computer animated film in 2009, the film languished in development hell, with plans going to an all-animated film promising to capture the same veins as the classic cartoons from the 1940s and 1950s in 2015. In 2018, the film was confirmed to keep these veins while officially being a live-action/animated film, which would begin filming in 2019. 6. Tom and Jerry is set to be released in the United States on March 5, 2021, by Warner Bros. Pictures, delayed from an initial December 2020 release date due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Upon release, it will be the first theatrically released film to feature the Tom and Jerry characters in 16 years, after The Karate Guard in 2005. The mischievous mouse Jerry has taken up residence in New York City's finest hotel on the eve of the wedding of the century, forcing the event's desperate planner, a young employee named Kayla, to hire Tom, Jerry's longtime rival, in order to get rid of him. However, chaos ensues with the cat and mouse battle, threatening to destroy her career, the wedding, and possibly the hotel itself, as the chase causes widespread mayhem. But soon, an even bigger problem arises, a diabolically ambitious staffer conspiring against all 3 of them. Plans for a live-action Tom and Jerry film were announced in 2009 following the success of Alvin and the Chipmunks, and was to follow Tom and Jerry's origins over a Chicago backdrop. The film was to be produced by Dan Lin, from a script written by Eric Gravening. 8. On April 6, 2015, plans shifted from a live-action film to a full-on animated film, and was to stay in the same vein as the source material. 9. In October 2018, it was announced that Tim Story would direct a live-action/animated Tom and Jerry film for Warner Bros., which would begin filming in 2019. It was reported that Story was in discussions with Warner Bros. Executives about what he was interested in directing, even before directing the new Shaft film. When the Tom and Jerry film was brought up, Story immediately mentioned his admiration for the characters and how he'd love tackling the property. 10. Animation services will be provided by Framestore, who hired 3D animators with a passion for 2D animation for the project. The strategy the animators used was to base the animation off a stylized 3D CGI VFX modeling medium through a vintage 2D finish by creating innovative rigging, animation techniques used to create 2D animation, and custom tools such as lighting and rendering, resulting in the film's 3D CGI animation maintaining the look, feel, and spirit of 2D animation, in the veins of the original classic shorts in the 1940s and 1950s. 11. Producer Christopher DeFaria has completed the live-action filming before the industry shut down amid the COVID-19 pandemic and is being set to conceiving animated scenes, doing creative exploration on certain shots, and finalizing material through production groups. 12. Production was done remotely during the pandemic. 13. In March 2019, it was reported that Zoe Deutsch and Olivia Cooke were frontrunners for the lead live-action role of Kayla, who teams up with Tom to stop the pesky Jerry from ruining an important event for herself. Additionally, Sophia Carson, Elle Fanning, Ariel Winter, Naomi Scott, Meg Donnelly, Haley Steinfeld, Yara Shahidi, Kelly Marie Tran, Becky G and Isabella Moner were all in consideration for the role. 14. Later that month, it was reported that Peter Dinklage was being considered for the role of Terrence, Kayla's boss and the human antagonist of the film. 15. In April, Chloë Grace Moretz was in final negotiations to star in the film. 16. In May 2019, Michael Peña joined the cast in the role Dinklage was eyed for. 17. Colin Jost, Ken Jeong, Rob Delaney, Jordan Bolger and Pallavi Sharda were added to the cast in July. 18-19. Patsy Ferran was revealed to be part of the cast in September 2019. 20. Principal photography began in July 2019 at Warner Brothers Studios, Leavesden in Hertfordshire, England. 21. On July 22, 2020, it was announced that Tim Story's recurring collaborator and composer Christopher Lennertz is set to compose the score of the film. 22. On September 1, 2020, it was announced that Australian toy company Moose Toys made a deal with Warner Brothers to make merchandise for the film along with the upcoming sequel to Space Jam. 23.